Joey from Gameplay Learn. Look, I get asked a lot, Joey, why have you changed so much in your coaching? When did you change? How did you change? And I'm glad that they asked that because, yes, I have changed a lot, and I'm very proud to say I'm a very different coach to how I was when I first started over 10 years ago, when I was still playing professionally, and I was in, the elite environments where the norm was very much coach focused. It was drill based, focused on physical conditioning and technique. Tactically, it was very precise, and you had to carry out exactly and execute what the coach wanted and how they wanted you to play the game. So, of course, when I started coaching, I did the same thing. I came along as the expert to instruct. I was one of the best players in Australia, so naturally I was going to be one of the best coaches. To pass on my knowledge, to set expectations so that players would work hard to achieve their best. It's a good aim, isn't it? Well, it was very stressful. That's what it was. It was stressful on me and stressful to my players. I remember a low point being one of my players calling after a season and saying, Joey, that was the worst season I've ever had. And I just didn't know what to do with that because that way of coaching was all I knew. I thought I was doing the right thing, the best thing. And eventually I had to actually take some time off due to health issues, and I didn't necessarily equate it to how I was coaching at the time, but now I definitely would, because there just didn't seem an alternative of coaching. That was all I knew, that was the norm, and I'm very grateful now to see that there is an alternative. And it was 6 years ago that I started collaborating with some colleagues in a school environment, and also started digging deeper online to research, what not only what coaching was, but what learning is, and human development, and cultures, and social evolutions, and psychology. And it was when all this research collided with a group of 11-year-old school kids that I was given to coach that I can remember standing back for the first time and observing, not being front and center, standing back, observing these kids, watching them learn by playing games. Now, they were very well-designed games, and it was a very deliberately set up environment. It had music playing, there was a lot of laughter, and it was friendships that was the center of the experience. So I'd have to say that was the biggest turning point in my coaching, and it led me on an extraordinary learning journey, which has helped me develop the simplest of frameworks, which still encompasses the complexity and of coaching and learning. It all comes back to gameplay learn. Design the game, let them play, watch them learn. And, my coaching is not only more enjoyable for me, but the biggest rewarding factor, of course, is that the players are enjoying. They're free to express and enjoy the game that they've come to play. And that's why I'm presenting Gameplay Learn as a new way of coaching. And I've developed a course that's commencing on the 11th of March for 5 weeks, so that you can explore the differences in coaching and take them into your own environment. Try them, enjoy them with your players, so that we can create a more rewarding sporting experience for not just ourselves, of course, but for the players and the families that we're involved with.